Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Another Monday live stream. I'm Anthony Bailey, your host. I am a marathon runner based out of the Los Angeles/Antelope Valley area, Southern California. But yeah, I'm here in my beautiful backyard. I'm a little late today. I'm sorry about that. Trying a different setup. I'm sitting in a different spot. Got Karma Boy sitting over here with me. Let's see if I can get him over here for you. Come here, boy. There he is. Oh, come here. There he is, right here. Kind of see him. You see his tail. Anyways, he's here. But today's topic is running better than using antidepressants for somebody that has depression or anxiety. I came across this article on Forbes today, and I thought it was very interesting. We're going to get into that here in a few minutes. But first, if you're watching either live or in the replay, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Join the community. We have a lot of fun over here. But I go live every Monday at 8 a.m. Sometimes, like today, I'm a little bit late just because I'm still trying to learn this situation where I want to be sitting at, my camera set up and all that stuff. And so that's that. But that's no excuse. I should be on time. I'm working on that. Another thing, if you want to see more videos like this or be updated, please join my email list. There will be a link in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. And so, yeah, that's all the housekeeping stuff out of the way. So this past weekend, my wife and I went to a mental health walk here in my community. We actually been volunteering for that. I'm going to show you some pictures here in a minute. That's why I'm looking down here. Yeah, let me get some pictures here. Down, save this image. Actually, I'll just do this. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, here in my community of Antelope Valley, we came across a wonderful lady named Jacqueline Diaz. Her son actually committed suicide back in, I think, a few years ago. And since that happened, she decided to start a nonprofit called Eric A. Garcia, You Are Enough Foundation. And it is to help people that are going through depression, she talks about anti-suicide prevention, all kinds of wonderful things. But she had a walk this past weekend, and my wife and I were very proud to be on the committee to help plan that. So life has been busy. So let me see if I could get a picture here. Here we go. There we are. That's us at the my wife and I at the Eric Garcia AV Mental Health Walk. But go ahead and check that out. I will leave a link in the description for that, for her foundation. It's a wonderful place. A wonderful foundation, a wonderful nonprofit. She only started like 5 years ago, and she has come a long way since then. So, on that topic, we are talking about depression and anxiety, and does running help with that? Karma's over here. Wants to play some more. But I ran across this article this morning in Forbes that actually talks about that. So, I thought that would be a very interesting topic because with my personal story, before I get into that article, I was an alcoholic for about 14 years. And I was always a very sad person, cynical, very self-deprecating. All I would do, if anybody said to me, good morning, I would always say, what's so good about it? So that was pretty much my whole demeanor for most of my life, because I grew up in a very abused household, and the trauma that came from that led into my alcoholism as an adult for about 14, 15 years. Well, in about 2012, I don't know what happened. I think before that I got sick for like a few weeks, and I was like stuck at home, and I had nobody there with me. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, am I going to be here alone my entire life? And so it kind of like gave me like a deep personal introspective of like, what is my life like? So my whole life consists of going to the bar, hanging out with other depressed people, other cynical people, very negative. And I would pretty much spend, like, if I was not at work or taking care of my son, I was at the bar or sitting on my back porch in my little 2-bedroom apartment, smoking and drinking, usually till 2 or 3 in the morning until I passed out. And that was my life for about 14 years. You know, of course, it doesn't start like that. It starts with, you know, just hanging out with some friends, having a few drinks. And then over time, it just got darker and darker. And like the clutch of alcoholism really grabbed hold of me. Well, after my bout of, I think it was bronchitis, I had it for like 2 weeks or something, and I was stuck at home. And that really got me thinking about my life. And I was like, okay, I spent 14 years in the bottle. I have nothing to show for it. Yeah, I have a job. I have my son. I have an apartment. But from where I came from, I always thought that was like, I thought I was living the high life because I grew up in a trailer on welfare. Both parents are alcoholics and drug addicts, and it was just complete chaos all the time. So for many years, I always told myself, oh man, I'm doing so much better than how I was growing up. I consider myself almost hitting the lottery. But after really thinking about it, I was like, yeah, I have all this. I mean, I have my little apartment, I have my car, my job, I have a steady income, but that's all I have. I'm drunk all the time. I don't have any stable relationships. I need nobody special that I can really spend my life with as a life partner. And it really got me thinking, like, I think it's time for a change. So I slowly started, going to church more, going to the gym more. I'm not a religious person, but I needed to find more positive areas for me to be in other than just a dark, dingy alley or a dark, dingy, not alley, a bar every night. And so I started listening to more like positive mindset stuff. Started really focusing on my fitness, and I still wasn't fully clean. I was still drinking from time, not as much, but still I went down to like maybe 4 or 5 times a week to maybe once a week or twice a week. But I slowly started morphing into a different person. And then I decided, well, you know what? Let me take this dating thing seriously. So I went online, made a profile, and really started finding somebody serious instead of just finding somebody to hang out with from time to time. And that's when I met Jen. And, she had a Dodger hat on. She had a couple kids, and I was a big Dodger fan. And I thought, oh man, what a great fit. So, I messaged her, and we eventually started talking, and we went on our first date. And I remember first time seeing her, I was like, oh, that's the one for me. And that's a whole different story. But our relationship started from there, and I'm still drinking and smoking from time to time. But she said, oh, as long as you don't do it in front of me, I don't care. But then one day she came over, like 6 months into our relationship, and she was like, okay, she found an ashtray in my sink. And that was like, you know what, hey, it's either me or the cigarettes. What are you going to do? And so to quit smoking, I had to quit the drinking. So I quit it all at one time. It wasn't easy. It was tough. But for her, I knew if I wanted to keep her in my life, I had to really buckle down. And thank God I did, because that was like the rocket booster I needed to really fix my life. And I started diving into more self-improvement stuff, diving into the gym more, really taking on the fitness stuff. And then I applied for the police department and started running a lot more. And that didn't work out. But then I ended up doing a marathon because of that. And I recall like my whole mindset shifted. I mean, I just have a more positive outlook on life. And running has definitely helped me with my anxiety, leaps and bounds. I mean, even to this day, I mean, like I haven't gone on a run in a few days. Oh no, it's been a couple of days, and I'm feeling a little bit anxious today, and I know I need to go out for a run, and I feel better after that. How my boy feels my anxiety, but I need to do this show. So you need to go hang out for a bit. Go get your toy. Yeah, so I've never been on medication myself. I've been told by doctors that I have depression, but I don't, from what I see, because my wife has depression and she, to me, I don't feel anything like that. I mean, I have bouts of, feeling sad from time to time or feeling down on myself, but I've never taken depression for it or never taken medication for it. But I have felt that if I go out for a run, I feel so much better afterwards. So if you're watching this, if you have the same kind of experience, leave a comment below. I want to hear your story. But my wife, she has actually gotten off of antidepressants because of running. She doesn't feel like she needs them anymore. So that's a success story there. But anyways, let's get into this article. Oh, we got a comment here. Let's see. Oh, my friend Bev from Paris. Hello, Anthony. Yeah, running has saved so many serious mental health issues. Oh my gosh. Definitely, Bev. Thank you for being here. That's my friend from Paris. Thank you for being here, Bev. I really appreciate that. This is a tough topic, I know. But I think it needs to be talked about. It needs to be spoken about. And so, yeah, I think you could probably probably agree. Mine was marijuana. Hope never to go back there. Okay, so you had marijuana. I had alcohol addiction. So lucky I never smoked marijuana. Well, I did a couple times in my young life, but I never. Alcohol was my thing. And luckily, the job I had at the time, I got drug tested, so I never smoked. I'm pretty sure if I didn't have that job, I'd be probably a full-blown drug addict by now, because it's in my genes. And so even though I did not like the job I was on before, I am very thankful that I had that job because it kept me from ever going any further than just alcohol. Never again. So what made you quit marijuana? Bev, I'd like to hear about that while we get into this article here. But let me get into this. Okay, so Forbes came out with this. Actually, there's a couple articles. There's CNN, there's Forbes, but I thought Forbes was the best one. And let me share my screen here so you can see it. But if you're watching, either in the replay or in the live stream, I would like to hear your experience. How has running helped you in your anxiety or depression? And have you had to take antidepressants? And have you seen a significant have you seen any difference between the two, antidepressants and running? Which one do you think is better? So this article I'm about to share does not say that you should not take antidepressants. It just wants to talk about the differences between them and a study that they did, actually. Running made me quit, Anthony, and running was also how I quit. Very nice. I love that. Very cool. So congratulations on that. That's amazing. I love that. And you're killing it in the running community. I could see that you're doing some major runs. So I think maybe what pushes you the most is your mental health. It's a big factor in that. So congratulations, Bev. Cheering you on from afar, as always. Let me get into this article here. Here we go. Let me see how it looks. Okay, there we are. Running might be better for health than antidepressants among those with depression or anxiety, small study suggests. So yeah, this is a small study. Let's get into this. So, and I leave the link is in the description if you're watching on YouTube, if you want to read the whole article, but it's a very short article. So it says, running regularly might be better for improving overall health among those with depression or anxiety than using antidepressants, according to a small study announced Friday amid debate over whether exercising is more effective for treating depressive and anxiety disorders than medication. And it goes on to say the key facts are a study involving 141 patients with anxiety or depression offered participants a choice between group-based running therapy or antidepressants to treat depression and anxiety, according to a report Friday by the European College of Neuropsychopharmacology. So, of the 41 patients, 45 opted for antidepressants, while the remaining 96 chose running. requiring both groups to participate in a 16-week schedule for medication intake or running sessions. The group that chose to run aimed to run for 2 to 3 closely supervised 45-minute running sessions, though researchers noted that the adherence to the protocol, meaning the people that were supposed to be doing it, was lower for the running group. Only 52% of the people of the 96 did the entire 45-minute protocol. And according to the antidepressant group, 82% of them participated and completed it. So the group that chose antidepressants was prescribed a form of medication that increases level of serotonin in the brain with an unspecified intake schedule. About 44% of the participants from both groups showed an improvement for both depression and anxiety. So while the running group showed improvement in weight, so both of them showed improvement. 44% said we both feel much better, either the running group or the group with the group that took the medication. But the group that did the running instead had had much improved in weight, in physical health, waist circumference, of course, because they lost weight, blood pressure, and heart function when compared to the antidepressant group, which did not. So researchers noted that the antidepressant group was slightly more depressed than the running group prior to the study. They also, another crucial quote is Brenda Penix, a researcher from Amsterdam-based in the Vrije University, said that study was intended to give anxious and depressed people a real-life choice, noting that study shows that lots of people like the idea of exercising, but it can be difficult to carry this through even though the benefits are significant. 29%, that is the estimated number of adults in the U.S. who have been diagnosed with depression at some point in their lifetime. Actually, I thought it would be much higher than that. 29%, I thought that's kind of low. It is higher than in 21.2, only by a few points. So that's the article. You can go into this description below and read more about that. But I want to talk more about this. I want to know about your experience with this. Like, have you ever had depression or anxiety, and have you seen a significant impact of running helping with that? And I want to know, have you ever been on antidepressants? And were you ever like my wife and said, you know what, I don't need the antidepressants anymore because the running's helping me? So, let's see what Bev has to say. Running made me quit, Anthony. Running is how, okay, we saw that. Thanks. Yes, big factor. Yeah. So the running is, according to Bev in Paris, running, so it's not just an American thing, it's all over the world. Because she's in Paris. So yes, that's a big factor in her overcoming marijuana addiction is the running. That's awesome. I love that. So that's the article. I will leave a link in the description below if you want to read the whole thing. And there's also another one on CNN. So there's actually a few articles about this. But I think this is a great topic. I sincerely agree with it. Like I'm saying, like right now I'm feeling a little bit anxious today. I don't know why, but Karma's got some whining going on. I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe he's feeling anxious also. But I definitely look forward to my run today. As of now, I don't have any races on my list. I was not able to do the Long Beach Marathon because I missed the registration deadline, and it sold out faster than I thought. And that was yesterday. And I had a big time FOMO not being at it. But you know what? You can't beat yourself up. These things happen. It's just a season in life that I'm in. But as of now, I am doing the Long Beach half marathon, not Long Beach, the Rose Bowl half marathon in January. I have a discount code for that. If you'd like to participate with me, let me know. At least send me a message or email, and I will send that discount code over to you. And of course, I'm training for the LA Marathon. I am a Los Angeles Marathon ambassador, and if you'd like a discount code for that, also I got a code for it. So thankful for those opportunities, but I definitely need to get another race on my schedule because I need to have a training plan. And if I don't have something on my schedule, I mean, at least in the next month or so, at least have something. God, it's already October. Sheesh. Time flies. Can't believe it's already October. Oh my gosh. Actually, it's almost November. It's halfway through October. Good Lord. But yeah. So I'm still working on this channel, still trying to be more consistent, trying to get more videos out. I've been really focusing on my business because the business is what feeds the family, and my family is the most important thing to me. And yeah, so still trying to juggle life. And I think that's might be where my anxiety is coming from these days. But I'm still trying to figure out, like I'm sure you are. We all have our things we're going through. But yeah, we do this every Friday. Oh, not every Friday. We do this every Monday. 8 a.m. That might change. We'll see. I might have to adjust the times a little bit, see how we go. But yeah, so if you're watching this in the replay, I'd love to hear your experience in the comments below. And while you're down there, if you're new, please hit the subscribe button, be part of the community. And yeah, so that's it. So I'm going to go get ready for the day, hopefully get in my workout later this evening. I got a few appointments going on later. So I'm going to have to wait till this evening to get that in. But yeah, that's that. But thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Bev. I appreciate the words of encouragement. Great topic, Anthony. Thank you, Bev. So yeah, I use challenges instead of training plans. Okay. I may have to try that also because I don't know this it's not working for me. So I may have to take steal that from you. Run happy. Yes, ma'am. With that said, I am Anthony, reminding you, keep running for your best life. I'll see you next Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific.